Hey, how you doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Illuminous 4K Screen Paint. Using ambient light rejection, technology gain times 4, 5, and 7. We're going to do 3 demonstrations today. The first demonstration, we're going to be showing off 2 different versions of cheap mixes. Also, 2, I'm going to be showing you probably after the next one gets here, because we had to order more because we ran out. So when the next one gets here with those demonstrations, they will be done outside. And also, too, I'll show you how, if you're going to go down the road and do a cheap mix, you really don't care what your performance is going to look like on your screen. I'm going to show you how to make it for $23 a gallon. And keep in mind, instead of paying $97, all right? You don't have to pay for shipping on this. So if you're going to go cheap on it, I mean, hey, I can show you how to do it. All right, so that's how much confidence I have in my product, that I can pretty much show you how to make a cheaper paint. Like I said, I wouldn't use it, I wouldn't advise using it, and I'll show you why I don't advise using it. But if you're going to go down that road and you're on an extremely tight budget, I'll show you how to make it for free, or actually how to make it for less. Alright, so over here we have our Superior right there. That's our Superior right there in quarts, in 2 quarts. We have the price already set up on our Facebook Crystal Witch channel to show you exactly how much the price is going to cost for these right here. This is going to be roll-on application. This right here is our Luminous. Yesterday we did a demonstration showing the difference in how we can spot fakes when people are doing demonstrations or trying to do fake demonstrations against our company. Our black screens have a bit of a heightener in it. Now the heightener allows the screen to be able to produce a higher white level than black paint, blackout cloth. So that's how we can tell the difference between our tech and somebody else who's trying to basically do something wrong against our company. You can see the difference. But I'm going to show you more insight on that. I'm going to show you how they do a fake video on us. We know all this stuff. Trust me. I don't sit here and design a black screen without doing the test of matching against black paint or on another black surface, because I have to know, is there a difference? So that's just basic common sense. Alright, so this is the first one we got. That's the first one we ordered from Mr. J. This is the one I showed you on my eBay account. We still have a lot of this left. We have a lot of this left because we didn't do too much with it. This one is completely empty. That's done. That's empty. Alright, so that's empty. We ordered more of it. It's on its way in, so we can start doing some demonstrations with that, with the Superior outside. This is Everyday Primer, gray primer. It comes a little lighter than this, but this is from me mixing a little black into it. So you can see there's this black streaks in it. And this is some cheap black paint mixed, and we mixed them back and forth. Keep in mind, he showed you in the demonstration on how to make it when you first, I think, first of the video. Now, the paint we have here is the Metallica Mix 2.0. Right there. That's a Metallica Mix 2.0. And there, right there, we have the Personal Mix. Right here, we have the Superior. Screen paint. Sorry, Supreme 7. That's the Supreme 7. So here we are. Projector sits back at around 10 feet. We have to be 10 feet back with this projector, 10 to 11 feet back. And this is my NP 1150 3700 lumen projector. Outside, when we do this demonstration, it will be with 1100 lumens. And yes, it will be done. And I might do one in the evening hours. I might. Alright, so one of the things I don't like about, and I said when I don't develop and design any more gray or white screen paints, or I've never did white, but gray or silver, is because they do not have the ability to pull up white levels. Not white levels, sorry, they pull exit white levels. Their contrast is very, very poor. So it may look like that you're getting, because a lot of these videos are done in the dark, so it may look like you're getting contrast when you're really not getting contrast. You're just getting a kind of an ashy gray. That's what you're really getting. And that's why I like to do the Starfield demonstration. It's a demonstration that a lot of people will stay away from, because it would truly show if your screen is producing contrast. And you can take regular black paint and go down the side of your screen and see if your screen is producing a Starfield, where I can basically go in and take a black little sample sheet that we have, put against the screen, do a snow scene, and you'll see the difference where our screen produces a higher white level. Alright, so first things first, let's start off with doing a burning fireplace, which is going to have contrast, as we all know. And we're going to do this in a fully lit environment, because this is how this technology is designed. You should be able to use the screen in a fully lit environment without fear of the screen washing out or fading. And that's why I said a lot of these demonstrations, when they deal with contrast, it has to be done with the lights out. So this is what we get from our fireplace demonstration. Now we're going to switch over to the star field, because the star field tells the entire truth on what you're really getting. Now as you can see, it comes up gray here. This is a darker gray mix. This is a lighter gray mix. This is black. So that's the way it's supposed to come up. Let's do let me see. Let's do some birds. Now, one of the things about our technology, it has the ability to produce very high white levels. Not only very high white levels, but it has the ability to blend in with other lighter screens, as you're seeing right here. Now, I'm going to show you in the next demonstration how the demonstration was faked. Very easy to do. And like I said, it was black paint that was in the container, and I'll show it to you in this demonstration. You'll be quite surprised on exactly, like I said, we have to do these demonstrations, we have to do these tests ourselves, just in case if we run across somebody who does this to us, we can prove and say, hey look, this is how it was done. Because if it was our technology, it would have came up way brighter than black. You have to be, if you're designing black technology, you have to be able to show the difference between black paint and your technology, because someone's going to say, hey look, I can just go out, go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, excuse me about that, and I can basically just paint my wall black and I'll get the same results. You have to show that there's a difference between the two. Now, as I said before, contrast is very important. Without contrast, you need to be able to get deeper and darker colors. Do another demonstration right here. I think my soundbar is off. Yeah, it is off. Duh. But anyway, like I said, this is how bright the white levels are on a Supreme 7. And I've done this demonstration many times on the Superior. Now this is right next to a dark gray mix and a light gray mix. Now keep in mind, my customer, my good friend of mine, paid around $97. He paid around $97 for this paint. I'm going to show you how not only are we going to be able to make it with a simple bare and black paint, but we're going to show you that it's going to do this exact same result. It's going to do the exact same thing. If we stick the thing out in the light, it's going to fade. If we stick it in the dark, it's going to pull up an image. We're going to show you it's going to do the exact same thing. It's going to react the same way as the bare paint. That will let you know that, hey look, you've been paying $97 plus shipping for a screen paint that you could have made for $23. Like I said, if you're going to go crappy on your screen and you're going to have a very trashy picture, if you want a trashy picture, it's up to you. We're going to show you how it's going to react the same way. Now, I don't know how you can argue with this. I have some people that come on my channel and argue, talking about, no, you're not doing a fair demonstration. How am I not doing a fair demonstration? It's right down the middle. It's screen paint on this side, my screen on that side. There's the projector, ambient lit environment. Should I turn out all the lights? Sorry, we don't do that over here. We don't turn out the lights over here. My screens are designed to be ambient light projection. So it allows the customer to be able to use the screen in a fully lit environment. Now, if you notice, look at our technology. It blends in perfectly. No problem. A little bit darker in the blues because that's the way it's supposed to be. We'll come over here and we'll grab, let me see. I really want some sound in here. Where's my sound bar? It's not on. There we go. Go ahead, sound. Okay, just in case of my time runs out here, I'm Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Illuminous 4K Screen Paint using ambient light projection. I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. And thank you all for watching. Now keep in mind, the reason why black contrast is important because contrast allows color to pop. It adds more depth to the picture. I think when they were designing the OLED technology, they were thinking, gee whiz, you know what, I think a black screen or black LCD is the wrong way to go. Maybe we should go with a light gray. Keep in mind, back in the day, screens, actually project TV screens, for those of you who remember that era, were light gray. And the contrast was good, it was acceptable, but it could have been much better. It could have been much better. And now you have LCD monitors and so forth, TVs, that the tube or the LCD, or I'm saying LCD, is black. There's a reason why it's black. Screens like this will never ever have contrast capability. Now next what we're going to do is we're going to paint, we're going to do the next demonstration. I'll show you the difference and show you how the demonstration is faked. And in the demonstration I'll show you how they just take everyday black paint, they'll put it against their screen paint and say, hey look, this is how dark this is coming up, you can't even see the image. But we're going to do something different. On this side of the screen we're going to have the lighter mix, we're going to use the lighter mix instead. We are going to take that black sample and put it right here so we can match next to our black technology. So you can see that our black technology will produce a higher white level even when laying against that other screen. Now there's no point in doing it in contrast because contrast is going to show up on the black screen regardless. We're just doing some light colors. And like I said, I know we're going to get a few people screaming. It's not fair because the lights are on. So I'm supposed to sit here in the dark and do demonstrations. We don't do things in the dark over here. I explained this many times. It's the reason why we can take a screen outside and produce images outside. This is why I said the best way to go is black. That is the best way to go. Now the only way they can try to damage us or damage my company is to just basically try to say, hey look, the black screens don't produce images, they're dark. Well, like I said, next demonstration is going to be a bit of an eye-opener. And then we'll take the screen outside and we'll do it all outside. Because keep in mind, if a screen is so dark that it cannot produce a bright image, a white image, or anything such like that, what do you think is going to happen if you stick it outside? I mean, you're dealing with 10 times more ambient light outside than you're dealing with inside your home. All right, gotta go. Thank you all for your time. Enjoy those white flowers on our black screen, and God bless.